Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim, for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Why not just build another sun? Or the tumbling waters of a river? No, an inscrutable power source must be found, not built. Gao found one and brought it here, then I blew it up. It was the only way to make sure they did not take my marvelous dragonfly and fly off to the Imperial City without me. Without an inscrutable power source, she won't fly very far. Ha-ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. Ha-ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No, no. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress. But that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. I already said I'm not drawing a direct comparison. I know full well that there is a difference between being shunned and being imprisoned. However, they can take cold comfort in being able to see the bars holding them. No one was pretending they are anything but slaves. When people find out about my abilities, I make them uncomfortable, but no one says it aloud. The walls that keep me out are unseen, but they are there. You suggest that the only reason I feel bad is that I allow it. It is not the worst idea I have ever heard, but your approach is very indelicate. Perhaps I was expecting sage counsel such as Master Li might give, but he is not here, and we are both discovering what sort of master you will be. Perhaps we will talk again. You have changed from the child I thought I knew. Be well, my friend.
What do you want? The Guardian wouldn't like me talking about that. He's busy now. The other is hurting, and he's keeping him inside. All the evil that has been done makes him stronger. I shouldn't say. Just by naming him, thinking of him, it draws him closer to the surface, gives him more power. The Guardian said that in all things there is balance, and for light there is dark within each of us. The other is his darkness, for the good he has to do. That's what he says. can't talk about him. Already he hears me, and the Guardian is having trouble keeping him back. Please, don't mention him again. The Guardian is my friend. He's a part of me. But the other is a part of me, too. Sometimes they pull so hard in different ways, I can't... I try to be strong, and the Guardian gives me hope. But sometimes it's all I can do to convince me I'm still myself. Will you stay with me and keep me in myself? I understand. I'll try not to be a burden, but the Guardian, he says we have to stay, so I will. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
Yes? Is there something you want? I've said enough for the time being. Goodbye, then.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? None. And I am very good at remembering things. At least I think I am. I can't remember for certain. The map could lead anywhere, so we should let it. Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated. This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hid something in my head because I was going to lose my memory, I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. There's only one way to find out. Well, there's probably one or two, but who has time to dig an artillery trench? Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time. Yes, goodbye. Now, back to my dragonfly. Perhaps the wings should be retractable for storage and, rolling stops.
Something's on your mind? Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. Three long years of tracing these slavers to their master, only to find that there were more above him. I also found a strong ally, but I'm not sure if the greater consolation lies in your ability, determination, or beauty. I look forward to finding out. Oh, I never get ideas, only impressions. Don't worry about what I will accomplish. Finding Gao is only the beginning. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. There are ways to track men who don't want to be found. It's all a matter of time and dedication. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. We'll talk about Gao later. We have much to do, and none of it'll be accomplished if we stand here hashing over the past. Always happy to help. My blades are yours to command. Emperor doesn't care about us. That's why he sent someone like
You're crazy. Times have... get on with your day, youngster. Get on...
Go away.
Minister Sheng has very little to say. There is a rumor that the Great Dam is broken. We are doomed. No goods can enter the town. No fish can be taken from the river. Perhaps I did not do enough. May I confide something in you? I am not nearly as capable as I let on. It is even possible that my banishment here was not entirely because of the jealousy of others. It may have been due to my numerous failings in the Imperial City, but I am sure you don't want to listen to the ramblings of a tired, broken man. What can I do for you? Well, I think that is wonderful. Let's sit and chat while the sky falls all around us, along with my career. Certainly. Let us discourse on a variety of topics. It isn't as if Minister Sheng has anything better to do. What shall we talk about? About what? Are you mad? I never said anything about that. What do you want to know? Excellent. Truly good news. I haven't anything else to do. I'm still hours away from committing suicide. Ah, my favorite subject. Ask, and Sheng, Imperial Minister of Harmony for this entire region, will let you bask in the glory that is... me. The shame! Since the Great Dam opened and the lake drained, there has been a ship trapped in port and the sailors are growing increasingly rowdy. Some of them got drunk and set fire to the Ministry of Harmony's office. That is the ruin of it over there. What can be done? The sailors want to leave as badly as the town wants them gone. But until the dam is closed, their ship isn't going anywhere. I'm sure Captain Ing down by the pier would offer you some sort of reward to close the Great Dam and free his ship. But that is what we in the Ministry of Harmony call a hint. Yes, go on your way. There is no hope anyway. The dam is destroyed and Minister Sheng is cursed. Whoa!
Leave me alone. The ship is trapped, I'm trapped, and wine is all I have.
Let us not torment this man. He is broken. Leave him be.
At least your companion has some honor. Does it make you feel good to say such things to me? The merchant? No, I don't think so. I can't kill him. I don't even know if he did anything. That's true. You would have no reason to lie to me. If you say he did this, then he did this. And so, he must die. I thank you for setting me straight. Zhang, this is it. Time for your reward.
Kawa ia a ithino nahipi no feitea.
What just happened here? I saw the end of the fight, but not the beginning. Who attacked first? No. But you must tell me what happened here. Did this man kill in self-defense, or was it murder?
It is true. Guard, I attacked Merchant Zhang in a drunken attempt to salvage my pride. How did I think this would make me feel better?
You are going to have to come with me.
You return! It is because Merchant Xipeng is such a fine and wonderful and magnificent merchant. You wish to see my wares, yes? Yes, yes, and yes! My skill and suavity as a merchant triumphs once more.
This fellow may have taken a few too many blows to the head.
My charm works again.
Hello again. What's on your mind this fine day? I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tien's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
Aha! When I saw that airship flying off from the island, I figured the best thing was to come back here. I knew you'd come back and see me, because we're a team! And what a team! I dropped you off at the pirate camp, you killed some pirates, I got drunk, you killed more pirates, and I took a nap. We are an unstoppable team, my friend! Do you know that all this adventuring and such has shamed me? I find myself dwelling on memories of my youth. I was a capable man once. I've lost so much. I've wasted so much. Now you see, that makes sense. I may have nothing else in life, but I will always have my dearest lady, Madam Wine. She will always keep me warm and happy, even when I'm cold and dead. Thank you for putting everything in perspective, my friend.
You're back? I wait to hear of your success. As I said, it was an instrument that belonged to Bladed Thesis, the scholar who first advanced the way of the closed fist as a philosophy. It is said that he played this instrument before writing some of his greatest works, as if the instrument particularly inspired him. The basic premise of Bladed Thesis' writings was that one could live life according to a philosophy of strength. If one is too weak to help oneself, one deserves no help. Some mistook him as encouraging immoral acts or evil, but his true argument was that life was a test which could only be passed through struggle. Evil men act without reason. Followers of the way act with the intention of encouraging others to become stronger. The action may be the same, but the intent differs. Played from a seated position, the entire instrument is a soundboard with strings that run across its length. Beneath skilled hands, it offers the sound of heaven itself. The zither of discord is as unique as it is ancient, however. It has 5 strings instead of 7, and each is fashioned from unbreakable silk. Do you need to know something more? Yes, as I thought. These are the original strings, and the case seems untouched by age. Perfect. The bridge is missing, as I thought it would be. Since you have proven capable so far, I'd like you to acquire one more part. Bladed Theseus penned his last work in contemplation of the great southern forest. That is why the pieces are all here around Tien's Landing. If we can recover the last part of this zither, the bridge that would lift the strings off the case, then I will double the silver I was going to give you. Good. In his last work, Bladed Theseus wrote of the final test, and it taking place where wood met water and rock. The work talks of a test for followers of his philosophies. I suspect the reward is the final piece to his famous zither of discord. From studying the full text, it seems that it would be near a river in the great southern forest. There must be some structure that allowed him to stay there for some time. I expect the test to measure your conviction to the ideals of the way of the closed fist. Bladed Theseus would not let his instrument fall into anyone else's hands. Do you need to know something more? Go to the forest and see if you can find the place I described.
Will none of you brave the great southern forest? Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained away with the water. You seem a woman who knows her way around a battlefield. Are you willing to put those skills to the test? You're insolent, but confident. You're exactly the kind of person Lord Yun is looking for, if you can watch your tongue in his presence. The great southern forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners. If we did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are. You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find. The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen considerably. Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.